This isn't easy. This is really hard. I mean, I often talk about empathy as being one of these really challenging things because we have to do it with people. And while work is complicated, people are complex. You might think these two words sound similar. They're very different. Let me explain. Maths is complicated. I know a few of you are thinking, oh, can we just pause and solve this? Yeah, okay. We'll talk later on. The thing I love about maths is there's lots of moving parts and it is complicated, but it's just based on some pretty simple rules. And once you understand the rules and understand how they work, it takes a bit of work to do it, but you just sort of unpack it and it all keeps together. Rarely does it ever change its mind or have a bad day. Never. People, oh, they're different, aren't they? You send a guy to the shops to get salad dressing, you don't know what he's coming home with. He walks in 4 hours later, he's got a jar of jam and a six-pack of beer. And this has happened to all of us, hasn't it? Who's walked into a shop with a list and walked out with a bunch of stuff they didn't need? Who's done that before? All the time. They're like, I did it yesterday. Of course we do. I mean, this is Aldi's whole business model, isn't it? So what we're going to have is the chickpeas, and then the hedge trimmers, and then the tomatoes. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Until I turn up home with a hedge trimmer, and my wife's like, we don't even have a bloody hedge. Humans are weird. We're complex. And what complex means is little tiny things can create a huge issue or no issue at all. Sometimes really big things can create a huge issue or no issue at all, and anything in between is possible. And you know what? Depending on what the sun looks like or what day it is, whether it's hot or cold, it can all change. We are complex, aren't we? Inside your head are about 85 billion neurons connected through trillions of pathways. Your brain is the most complex system in the known universe. And you've got one in there, well done you. But when you talk to other people, you've got to deal with their complex. And unfortunately, we default to this old idea from economics. Anyone did a bit of economics? Remember the old rational investor? Humans maximise their utility. You know, that's not true, is it? Humans aren't rational. If humans are rational, how many types of car would there be? Yeah, maybe a small, medium and large. It'd be more like a Happy Meal than it would like the crazy mess we've got outside, wouldn't it? Like if humans are rational, we'd probably all wear the same clothes, wouldn't we? There'd be just like one type of fabric, one type of because then increase, unit costs come down, increase availability, blah, 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 economic stuff. So ladies, tell me, you go to a wedding and someone else is wearing the same dress as you, do you go, oh, high five, logical sister? No, you do not. No, you do not. When you deal with humans, you're dealing with the most complex thing in the known universe. Working with other people is the hardest and most important thing you'll ever do. And empathy is trying to understand what drives them. This is my simple definition. To understand why people do what they do. Empathy is trying to understand what drives others, not what you assume drives them.